And we're back here again for the Enright Sportsbook and Lounge Fantasy Guillotine League. I'm your host and commissioner, Aaron Enright, and this is the Week 13 Elimination Show. Oh my gosh, we're down to 5 teams. This is just an unbelievable time. I hope you guys are having a great time as well, but there is that sad thing that we have to do every week. And this one's an even more sad one. Unfortunately, my buddy, Rob Ward, the National Razor, had only 64.28 points and has been eliminated. And unfortunately, he was unavailable for an interview, and he asked if I could do a eulogy for him. So it was his last dying wish, and I think I should honor him. So here we go. We gather here to lay rest to the brave manager of National Razor, Rob Ward. And although this is an irreversible end, his fantasy spirit will be with all of us till that final whistle. And may his players find survivorship with their new manager and be abundant in their weekly scoring. Rob would want it that way. You will be missed, buddy. Until then. All right. All right, but we did have a weekly winner this time, Champ Daddy, with 119.24 points. But before I take a look at his team, I got to tell you, I got a really funny text from him on Thursday evening talking about he's already going to start writing his final eulogy, because he thought he was done, especially after his performance. He saw Patrick Mahomes had scored 29. He had started Lamar, and Lamar came up with 7.54. So, but he did not. He had some great play out of A.J. Brown for the first time this year. He always has that one game, and here it is. So he luckily started him, and that paid off. Also, Bijan Robinson finally had a good game at 30.8. And just for good measurement, he had, like I said, Mahomes on the bench with 29, Jacoby Myers with 18.3, and just some solid play from all the rest of his team. So congratulations, Champ Daddy. You are the weekly winner. And now we're off to find out. Again, Rob's wish was to have the team pick their players up, and let's see who did that. Well, the first one is JSN, and as you know, I had the most money, so I was going to make sure I got the best wide receiver in the league, and I did. With JSN, I bid 48, which I knew, one of the two, either Daddy Mike or John Jordan, Houday, and the Blowfish was going to spend all their money. I mean, they should. It's the best wide receiver in the league. And I knew it, so I just bet 48. Sorry, John. You were at 47, and Daddy Mike bet 30. He maybe figured that we were not going to bet at all. And then Josh's Frozen Banana and Champ Daddy bid 0. That did not make it. And then Puka, though. And here's where Houday and the Blowfish, she went ahead and said, well, if I'm not going to get JSN, I'm going to get Puka. And yeah, he got him. $47, spent all of his money on it. But again, Puka is one of the wide receivers in this league that can help you win it. But he's got Devontae Adams on his team now. So if that LA Rams team gets shut out, so might Houday and the Blowfish. So Daddy Mike bid 30, I bid 15, and again, Josh's Frozen Banana and Champ Daddy with a 0 bid. That didn't work out. Saquon Barkley was there, and so this one was a little bit different. I didn't know what was going to happen with this. No bid by Houday and the Blowfish. He'd already had his pickup with Puka. I had bid 16. I wanted him, but I wasn't going to spend a premium. Daddy Mike bid 10. He had that chance to have Barkley on his team. He whiffed on that. He bid 10. You were $6 below. And then Josh's Frozen Bananas put a 0 bid on there. Again, That didn't work out too well. But it did work out with a couple players for him. He did get R.J. Harvey and Brock Bowers for $0. So a really solid pickups for no dollars at all. So even though, and this is something we'll change next year, in the one that we did last year, if you had no money, you couldn't make any bids. So you had to have at least $1 to bid on those. That was not part of the rules this year. So Josh's Frozen Banana took advantage of that, and for good measure, there he's got a good running back who has some really good matchups, and Brock Bowers, probably not as good matchups, but still a solid tight end. All right, so we're moving on to Week 14. That starts tomorrow. Dallas at Detroit. Please remember, there are 4 teams: the New York Giants, the New England Patriots, San Francisco 49ers, and those Carolina Panthers. Good gosh, they're playing some good ball. They are all on bye week. So is New England. So should give a shout out to them as well. Have a great rest of your week. Myself and the Queen of Hertz, we will be spending our time not in the frozen tundra, but we'll be making our way to Mexico due to the snow and ice here. So enjoy your week, and we'll see who survives and goes into the Final Four. Stay tuned.